for more on this Coogs victory. Let's kick it out to Ari Alexander. He's live at Lucas Oil Stadium there in Indianapolis. He's been with the Coogs all weekend. Hey, Ari.
Hey, Randy, this was an incredibly impressive performance, especially in the first half. The Cougars all season talk about their hallmarks of defense and culture, and you witnessed that, holding one of the best teams in the country in Tennessee to just 15 points in the first half. Second half, they had to withstand some rallies, but this is a team that is now going to a Final Four, by the way, in San Antonio, 3 hours away from Houston, after having to endure 90% crowds of Purdue, 90% crowds of Tennessee. But this team that Kelvin Sampson has talked about as one of his most talented, as one of his most together, they are now the third Kelvin Sampson team to make a Final Four, the second Kelvin Sampson team at the University of Houston to make a Final Four.
We try to start the game off intense and just trying to take away all actions and everything that they're trying to run. You know, we only had 1 day to prepare, but we was locked in as soon as we beat Purdue. You know, we was off that, and we only had one preparation day against Tennessee. So, but just coming out, knowing that, you know, if we win this game, it's going to be the last 4 teams yet. So it's kind of an urgency when the game starts, and I feel like we did a pretty good job doing that.
You know, we have a really good team. I think being humble and staying hungry every day has really helped us. I'm more excited than I'm letting on right now. I'm really excited. I'm really happy for these kids, but it's their moment.
And after years of having good teams but dealing with some injuries, the health of the Houston Cougars has been really strong, especially in a moment like one with Malik Wilson. Falls on his head 2 days ago, back in this game 2 days later, and hits a huge three to help the Cougars win over Tennessee. And now, Randy, they're headed to the Final Four.
How about that? What a season, and they're not finished yet. All right, appreciate it. We'll talk to you again here in about 10 minutes during sports. Mario, it's a victory. #1 seed. They're moving on. They've got 2 more wins to try to bring home that national championship.
Randy, you've seen this team all season. Considering the significance of this game, is this the best the Cougs have looked all year long?
I mean, they've had several standout games, Mario. As you know, they played a top-notch schedule in the Big 12. They even played pre-conference that had a date with Auburn. They played some really good teams, but they came out strong not only offensively today, but also on the defensive end as well. That's been their marquee talent base all season long with his basketball team, one of the top defensive teams in the country. They showed it today against a really good Tennessee team.
All right, Randy McAvoy, thanks so much. We'll get more from you coming up here in sports.